Again, it's
Okay. For final market status, we have got some information that for third quarter, the GDP increase is 7.46%, and the construction industry increased 8.3%, and the manufacturing industry increase is 12.77%. And in 2018, government will keep stimulate GDP. So that means in next year it will increase more. And the second one is Vietnam LED import data in the world is number 7 now.
number 7.
Yes. And the third one is in 2016, the Vietnam import LED is $348 million. And until 2020, it will be reach $854 million. There will be 245% increase.
Đó là tính đến năm 2020.
So actually in 2016, the replacement for LED in Vietnam is about 40%. And at the end of this year, the replacement is about 51%. And until 2020, the replacement will be around 85 to 90%. So for example, as a new product life cycle, we can see for the it will have 4 stages from the introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. For LED products, when the introduction period, now the replacement is around 40 to 51%. Okay, 40 and 51% replacement data, and we can see that now we are in the growth stage, faster growth stage. And until 2020, we will enter into maturity stage. And then now we still have the blank replacement space for us to get the market share.
Yes. Yeah.
But until if to 2020, it will go into the maturity stage, which means the replacement will be around 85 to 90. At that time, if we want to get the market share, there are only 2 ways. First one is the natural increase.
Yes.
Another one is get from other brands. So for the growth stage, there is some market performance. First one is there is quick growth in the product sales. The second one is more and more new customers appears in the market for you. It's same. There will be some new consumers will buy your product. The third one is the customers bought it again and again. When they feel that LED is good, so they will buy again and again.
Yes.
The fourth is that the competitors have started to overfollow the market with more appealing and attractive inventions. That means your competitors, they will also do some action to compete and get the market share. So for example, for the product life cycle, from the introduction, fast growth, maturity, and decline, what shall we do for the market strategy and product strategy? For example, for the introduction period, the market strategy should be the high quality brand positioning. So, for example, you are making the Apple bulb to make high quality and different, so that others can remember you and easier for sales to make the product enter the market.
Yes.
So for the introduction period, it should be the high quality and be different.
Yes.
The second stage is faster growth. For faster growth, market share is the only target because we only have 2 years to get the market share. And for the product strategy, it should be the cost performance. Because now you no need to introduce what is LED to the consumers. They already know. Now their main concern is good quality but low price.
Yes.
So cost performance will be the first target for the consumers for the faster growth stage.
Yes.
And the third stage for the maturity stage. in Vietnam market, we think it will be in 2020. And the main target for the market strategy will be the profit. At this period, after the market goes into the maturity stage, the profit will be the only target for the brand. And the product strategy should be different again. Because be different, then we can get the profit. And for main market actions in growth, we think first one is price down.
Yeah.
Price is very important.
Yes.
The second one is new customers. You
Yes.
need to focus on your new customers. The third one is follow the repeated orders. The fourth is attractive promotion.
Yes, continue.
So this is what we think is the market action in growth stage. And the market share is the target, and the cost performance is the method for faster growth stage.
Giá quan trọng nhất.
And this is now what the market brands doing. Before we say that we never cooperate with Randong, Dafa or Dianguang because they local manufacturer. They were all the top three. And before they will put the high retail price. They have the factory and they have very heavy background so that they cannot run fast. So let's see what is the existing status. We can see that Randong is fast action reducing the retail price to get the market share. So actually now they wake up. Before they have very high retail price, and now they think they are losing the market share. So this is the first target that for the market share. The second is there is a new brand, number one market share for high power LED in Vietnam market. And before they use the LED small power or for the special shape, and now they change to cost performance shape because they also feel that these 2 years is very important to get the market share for a position. And the three is that Dianguang, Dafa is for Yangkang and Max Wing. The company name.
Đại Phát cũng bán về đèn pop lớn.
Dafa is the company name of Yangkang and the Max Wing.
Yes.
And they are losing market share in this year. So you can feel that these two brands is not so well this year. So this is some
Hai
market
thằng ấy
changes.
thì bị giảm, mất thị trường.
Because now actually every brand is hurry up to get the market share because if 2 years later every brand the position and the market share is there. It's hardly to change.
Yes, of course.
And this is a market status for the capacity. In past years, we now have 200 million traditional bulbs each year. It includes the CFLs and incandescent. And we can see that for the small wattage, there is about 70% market share for each market.
Thế là nhỏ thì khoảng 140 triệu đến 20W.
So if you want to get the market share, if you want to be number one, that means you must get number one LED small wattage bulb. Because in each market, the small wattage at least 70% market share. And for winner methods, so someone will doubt for a new brand, how can it get the market share very fast? So there is some methods. First one is focus. Focus on new series, even new few models. Make this single volume series be the first level of the market. For example, for some new brand, they cut other items and use 1 year, only focus on the bulbs, and to ensure that high power bulb be number one in last year. And this year, then they increase other items after they get the market share and the position already. The second one is user experience. We think for the consumers, cost is the first image. The second image then will be the good appearance design and the good color box design. So when people goes into the shop, they think that the first image is a color box, the brand, and the cost.
Yes.
And the follow entrance to attract user go inside. So for some brand, they do like this. They put 20 watt or 9 watt, zero profit or even lose profit to attract the consumers in. Then use other items to balance the profit.
Yes.
So actually the total profit will not be low because they got the volume and market share. But they use one wattage that
Thế là
lose
một
money
loại
to
watt
the
ấy, nó
market.
chạy gọi là chạy để lấy dẫn, lấy đường dẫn giống như 20W dạng đông ấy, nó chạy lấy đường dẫn, nó ăn lợi nhuận với những cái khác.
Because in this way, actually it's not difficult for other brands to make a zero profit product into the market. But if one brand, they make one bulb into the market, that sell one bulb, I lose 10 cents like this. No others can compete because no other brand dare to do like this. So it's a kind of method that for the one single hot model, but actually the total profit will not be low because the volume going up.
Yes.
And all in principle, and for example, for the advertisement, market channel, and salesperson. So for a new brand, why they now be number 3 in Vietnam market? Before they nothing, before they were not strong. They put a lot of advertisement last year on electrical website, newspaper,
Yes.
and for many things. And they put a lot of investment for the market channels, and also they put a lot of salesperson. Last year they have more than 100 salesperson for the lighting, and this year more. So actually they focus a lot for the lighting business, and they only put their resources for the market and sales, and they put all the the price, quality, delivery, and some competitor analyze. They all give it to us. So it's very easy for them. They just need to rush the market.
Yes.
So we know more about the Vietnam market. We have some experience that to support a Vietnam brand to be number 1 in high power LED in Vietnam. So 2018, who will be the number 1 in small power LED? Let's see. Because now in Vietnam market, no real brand for the small power LED.
Yes.
So for everyone will ask in the market, what is consumer really need for a bulb? Because it's really difficult for a brand to balance the profit, to balance the price and quality.
Yes.
And for consumers, actually the first, of course, for the small bulb is the cost. But except the cost, what is needed key performance for the bulb? So we think that the performance can feel, for example, the lumen. When they compare two bulbs, compare your bulb and others, so the lumen is high. This is what they can feel. And another one is the real power. Real power is the only thing they can test.
Yes.
So for these two must be high, cannot be low.
Yes.
The second one is the nice packaging and the good out appearance. It's also very important.
Yes.
And the third one is low market return rate. So for China market, now the market return rate for 2 years is average is 3%.
3%, 2 years.
Yes, in China, existing LED standard, LED level. But our company can make it 2 years within 0.5%.
Cái tỷ lệ hàng trả lại, đây là hàng lỗi hỏng đấy, thì có 0,5% trong 25. Còn thị trường Trung Quốc thì mình ra là 3%, là bình thường, tức là 3%.
So this is very important for the consumers when they buy your bulb. How they think is a good quality or not, they will depend on this. And what is our potential customer? What is our partner? It should be the potential top 5 and have very aggressive market strategy. Why we think your company is very important for us? Because in Hanoi, it's a competitive strategic location, and other new brands cannot come in. So a local brand in Hanoi is very important for us to get this location.
Yes.
So, for other new brands like in Ho Chi Minh or other cities, it's very difficult to come in because of the channels and the difference.
Yes.
So what is Red One support? Red 100 support. First one is the price. We issue a price 5% lower than other same quality suppliers. The
Rẻ hơn
second one
5% so với
is
các đối thủ khác.
a single volume item. If you say you want to do the wholesale wattage as a single volume item and you need a special low price from Red 100 to enter the market, it's okay because we also support to do so. The third one is teamwork, communication. We visit the Vietnam market every 3 months and my boss visit here once a year.
Yes.
And the RD support, if you have any information for the best-selling lamp which others don't have, and you just let us know the information, we will make the RD for you.
Yes.
And the 5 is that market strategy support. Once 3 months, Red 100 share Chinese LED market trend and Vietnam market changes analysis report in the market strategy. So I think this is something special for our company because others maybe don't do like this.
Yes.
Okay, that's all for my presentation. And for the single wall product, for first generation, second generation, now you have get our second generation for the A3 and T7 already. And
Cái T7 là chưa có mẫu đúng không nhỉ? Chưa. Mẫu hôm trước gửi là khác. Hôm trước gửi mẫu khác. 这个是新的 T7 的那个
T7、T7-2，它是不同的外形，但是东西是一样的。然后我们小球炮现在是2代 A3-2，猫咪2代。
我知道，那个累计给我们。
对，然后后面我们还会有3代，所以我们希望你们后面如果新的订单的话，换成2代的会好一些。因为2代的它的品质和价格都会相对比之前的好一点点。
应该是都是换的2代的。
换2代，因为之前的那个价格我们也做不下来，因为现在您知道材料价格涨了5%到10%，但是你们的市场很激烈竞争，我们不能给你们涨价，所以我们就换方案，从方案上面去降价，在品质增加或者不变的前提下，然后去维持原来的价格。
OK，
这是我对市场的一个
chạy là của Minh Hào hay là của cả anh gia đình. Hôm đấy nhà bạn Minh Hào đấy 100 triệu đó chết hết.